Hello Baguio and hello world. I'm Archibaldo and we are bringing you once again another year of foresights and vibrations with Manang Auring Bautista. And you know, we have been in these sports for many years and we have learned a lot of uh, what's gonna happen, what will happen, and what we should be aware of to prepare ourselves for the year. No? So joining me is of course my wife Helen Tibaldo and of course Monin Navarro, and we are bringing you again for the
Nth time.
nth time Mrs. Auring Bautista, who we really call Manang Auring for her foresights. But before that, Helen, i-greet muna.
Good day, everyone. As Art said, for many years, Manang Oring has been the willing consultant of the Cordillera News Agency when it comes to foresights and vibrations. And since we missed predictions the past 2 years, I think we feel we have to get back and ask Manong Oring what's up for the coming year, this year and the coming years. For the information of everyone, we've known Manang Oring and Manong Des Bautista way back, and we call Manong Des as Manong Des. And they are the active members of the BAR, the Baguio Association of Restaurants, being the proprietors of Igis Inn, or the popularly known in the past as Bonoan Restaurant. Even my bosses miss the Bonoan Restaurant. And because of their support to many organizations like Operation Sayote, which Manong Swani started way back. Many organizations, non-government organizations seeking help. Number one of the many people in Baguio, it will always be Manong Des and Manang Oring who step forward to help.
Monin, what can you say? What is it that you want to ask our our
Mahuhula.
our gifted person for
Well, so many things, but what do you predict to be this year going to be a good year or a so-so year, or is it going to be a bad year for the Philippines and for Baguio?
Well, after thinking about it and trying to catch what's in the air and also putting together my dreams, I call this year the return of Alice in Wonderland.
Why? Wow, the Alice.
nice.
The return
I'm
of
reminded
Alice
of,
in Wonderland.
Yes.
Because in Alice in Wonderland, they have the Red Queen who always wanted to get what she wanted.
Right.
And everybody just kowtows to her. And Alice had to fight her with her own childlike thinking, and yet she had many people who would help her.
This year is the year of the Earth Pig.
Yes.
So what does it mean to us?
For me, reading and listening to the Chinese Feng Shui masters, they say it's a good year. But for me, it's really a year of challenges. We should always watch and listen. So I was going to say it's also the year of the 4 P's.
For peace, what
Yeah.
are those for peace?
It is patience,
We should have a lot of patience
Yes.
this year.
prudence,
Prudence, yes.
perseverance, and a lot of prayer. Because this year there will be many unexpected happenings,
Bad or good?
man-made and nature-made. Like I was saying that I also referred to some of my dreams that food was being rationed out, that people were dining for food. So maybe this year there would be either a calamity or a drought, something like that, that would affect a lot of people.
How about business?
Yeah.
Will it be a boom or
This year it's going to be parang on a plateau. Yeah. Those who think na business is good this year, it's not. There will be many snags. Those the finances that kunyari a contract is expecting ganon, it won't come true. Since it's the earth pig, they said it's good for agriculture and all that.
You know, I was curious. Why do you call this year the Earth
Earth pig.
Pig? Why
Yeah.
not just pig?
No, there are kasi 4 elements ang ano eh,
Oh, okay.
ang years ng ano. So, it's water,
Mhm.
earth, metal, and fire.
Ah.
Oh.
So does it have any significance that this year is
In the earth,
Earth?
yeah. So, it means to say that supposedly agriculture would flourish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but there are other elements naman that yung parang earth alone
Cannot do it.
do it, and water and fire. There are so many things like water can corrode the earth and all that. So this year talaga, it's a matter of being patient and being prudent about everything we do.
So it still goes down to the four P's.
Yes.
Manang Oring, how would you compare this year to last year?
Yeah.
Year of the Earth daw.
Mhm.
The way I look at it, it will be worse.
This year?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh. So we need a lot of prayers.
Yes. And if you plan to go into something new, don't do it yet.
You also said something that one of the P's is perseverance. Did you
Yes,
say that?
yes.
So can we also persevere? I mean, for Baguio as city for culture and the arts, because if you remember, we were known once. No, we were once known as the Mecca of arts here in Baguio,
Yeah.
and recently we were designated by UNESCO as creative
Creative
city.
city.
So what's your feeling? So how do you look at this new identity of the city? Can we bring back the good old days of arts and creativity in Baguio?
It's very possible. The only thing is talagang political will, because like for example, you people, you have that. So you can be the center of that wave to make it better. And I think it's really taking care of nature, taking care of the environment, and giving back that feeling of the artists that they can do it. Because I also felt it the few years that the artists are starting to parang give up or just think that, oh, only one artist is good, the other artist is not good. Ganun. They should believe that all of them have that strength and all of them can put it together and they'll make Baguio that, ano yan, what do you call it?
Creative city.
Creative city. And you know why? Also, they have to come up with something that people will buy or people will keep, you know. Unlike, like for example, if you're a painter, you just paint and keep to your style. Kunyari, yung pointillism and things like that. But you don't have a business manager. Like you should have an annual what do you call it? Show. Yes.
There should be events.
Yeah. And you should have objects that you can sell that are affordable. Like for example, during the Panagbenga, you should have an event.
Yeah.
No? Something like that.
Okay, the most interesting, the election year.
This year is the year of the dark horses.
So what does it
Oh.
mean?
That the old guards will be changed.
So I should have
So
filed
there
my
will be
candidacy.
changes.
You should have wondered that.
I should have filed my candidacy. Joke. Okay.
There will be changes and
There will
many-
be new faces.
yes, and many surprises. So the candidate should work hard because you never know what will happen.
What do you think will affect most? What factors will affect this year's election?
Well, of course, money and the people that work for them, but there are those underlying sentiments, like for example, the taxi drivers and the ones at the market, ganyan. They may not vote anymore. Well, whom they used to vote, parang ganon.
You're happy?
May I just add that I have also felt a sense of people wanting change. I've sensed that from just talking to random people, taxi drivers, market vendors, even the street vendors that come to my house. There's this feeling of discontent of the status quo and wanting something new.
We go to the employment sector. What are the jobs harmonious to the earthly?
I think this year it will be individual endeavors,
Like online
Like-
job?
online jobs, and working from home. And I think the health jobs like doctors, nurses, and so on, they will do better this year. And also, small entrepreneurs will emerge. Those who cannot get a job, they'll go into a business.
Yeah, because
ganyan.
they say that the small entrepreneurs, they are the engines that propel the economy.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
probably it helps.
Yeah.
As they say, we should be trained more to become entrepreneurs than become just an employee.
Yes.
About employment. I know this is one of the closest issues to each one of us, like waste segregation, use of steel plastics, and recently CAR experienced devastating weather-related concerns.
This year will not be better than last year.
What is your prediction about Baguio? This is how Baguio is now.
Yeah.
Congested?
Actually, you don't need me to tell you what.
I was gonna say, it's obvious.
Yeah, I grew up in Baguio, and I saw it, being destroyed in many ways.
It has become a concrete jungle, and we hope that it won't
Yes.
crumble like a crumbling dominoes and something like that. What about this expanded, urban development plan concept that there should be a metropolitan area to include the other outlying
Bliss.
Yeah, the
municipalities,
Blista.
like
They're
Blista.
now proposing the Bliss Development
Yeah,
Authority.
but maybe some will accept, some will not, because basically they think Baguio is the place where they should be. Until our government officials will accept it and say na, yeah, we should develop those parts. We should move some schools, the cinemas, everything. Everything that they're coming to Baguio for, they should extend it. But of course, our mayors, our congressmen, they don't see it that way yet.
Can
I hope the dark horses will work.
I attended the Senate hearing here in John Hay, and Congressman Mark Go, of course, proposed the Bliss DA, supported by Senator
Gordon.
Yeah, Senator Gordon. And the plan is good, but of course, as with any other plan, there's always the pro and the con. I don't believe though that the way to decentralize or decongest Baguio is to move towards the other areas.
The neighboring areas. I go back to the election. How do you think are the voters now of Baguio?
They're still the same. Most voters kasi we vote through our sentiments and through our loyalties, di ba? But this time, I think that the candidates are working harder, and the newbies or the dark horses are working even harder. So I guess,
But there is hope.
yeah, there's hope.
We go to President Trump. He's born in the year of the dog.
Yeah. Well, I was also born in the year of the dog. And supposedly, dogs are loyal and kind. which it seems like he doesn't.
Loyal, he's had 3
I
wives.
think you should censor that.
Okay, we move on to the President of China, President Xi Jinping. Yan.
Actually, the Chinese,
He was born in the year of the snake.
the Chinese have the virtues of the 4 Ps.
Oh.
Yeah, they're patient, prudence, even if
All the
there's
4 Ps.
Yeah. Of course, the prayer, I'm not so sure, but the 4 Ps is patience, prudence, and perseverance. And through the years, that's why nga they call the China the sleeping dragon. And if you go through their history, talagang they got so many things by being patient.
Oh, yeah.
I think China is a perfect example of the
For peace.
peace and for
Miss Monin is interested on this. Your prediction about our local candidates. The congressional candidates for Baguio City.
surprise.
The congressional race. Surprise.
Surprise.
We're up for surprises.
Yes.
We go to mayor. Mayoralty race.
The same.
We have
Surprise.
9. Year
I
of
think the
surprises.
yeah. And the dark horses.
And the dark horses. Okay. How about the Senate? And how would you rate the Senate?
The Senate, I don't know. But I think the old guards will still come up.
At the old guards.
Yeah.
How about the House of Representatives? We start first with our for
The
Baguio.
For Baguio, okay na rin. We, not much, but it seems that they're doing something.
I think we missed one, Supreme Court,
That I don't,
The judiciary.
yeah.
the judiciary.
I don't have any vibrations from there. But I think they'll be reshuffled. And now in the Congress, if you recall Alice in Wonderland, they had a court convicting Alice.
Oh.
Diba?
Yeah.
And everybody there in that court were animals. So, and then the queen was pressing them to convict her or to kill her or something. So that's the way our Congress is now. They cannot think for themselves.
In your dreams and vibrations, are there something different, more than the usual, that came to you? Like before, I think I heard you say something like there's going to be a cure for cancer, for the
Yeah,
big C,
yeah.
and there's a recent
Yeah,
news that
yeah.
for 2019, I think they're going to test the antidote or the medicine to cure cancer.
Yeah.
Yes, in Canada.
Actually, there are many breakthroughs in cancer now.
Okay.
Even the amount of chemo that they give, it's not like before that they put all of it in one suite. Now they try to, kasi my sister is a cancer survivor, and I've seen the way the doctors treat their cancer patients now. It's so different, and it's more, acceptable. But this year talaga, many people will shed many tears.
So many tears.
Yeah.
But I would like to go back not to the role of the general public, but the youth of today.
Well, as
Are
they were
they
saying,
as passionate as before when it comes to issues?
The millennials.
The millennials?
parang hindi.
Parang hindi nga
Yeah,
po
they're now yung, so what? Parang ganyan. They don't care. They'll just do anything they want. So, I think schools should go back to prayer, discipline, and even parents, even if they say, we don't have time, but they can teach their children to pray. And that's what we need. A million prayers to keep our country whole.
In defense of the youth, no? Parang I read somewhere that there are more millennials who registered to vote this year. And then just lately, a group of grade school students went to the mayor's office
Yes, they
to
were.
oppose the proposed condominium that's
yeah,
going to be put up
across
at the Tree Park.
Tree Park, yes.
That-
Besides
this
the
is the first
convention
time.
center.
Yeah, this is the first time that I've seen this kind of activity from grade school students. So
Yes, but actually, those are parang social movements. Children think that they can be like the adults. What they need is to become children again and to learn how to pray, to learn to be afraid, and to learn how to respect. I think that's what we should have for our children. And if we're successful with that, I think the Philippines will be saved from more calamities.
last, this is nearest to my sector, communications. They say with the new media, everything online. Does it mean we will be missing the print, the radio, the TV already? Or it will still be a complement of the traditional media and the new media as a source of information on various issues?
I think it will be traditional, and I think that people will go back to the print. People will go back to the personal or live interactions, because that's the only way that you touch everyone.
So lastly, Manang Auring, is there anything that you want to share, to impart to our televiewers, listeners, about what you felt about you're being a special, you are being a gifted person, anything that you want to share?
Well, actually, since December, I've been having sleepless nights. Because I've been having all these scary dreams, like people queuing for food, and I've seen parang water coming into houses. So I think we should pray that these things will not happen. And like last year, I said that there will be a big typhoon affecting the Cordilleras, and this year, I think Manila will be devastated by a strong typhoon or an earthquake or something.
Manila is sinking. We all know that.
So let's all pray. Let the children go back to prayer, and let the parents, show them love. You don't have to say to them, just embrace your child or talk to them in a milder way. Kasi once a child's self-esteem is lost, that's when they become bad persons.
So meaning we go to basics, the values
Yeah.
taught us when we were still young.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4 P's I would remember. The 4 P's we should have
Yeah.
patience,
Patience,
prudence,
perseverance,
and
and
prayers. So in all of what we heard today, the predictions, the feel of 2019, but it's up to us.
Yes, it's up to us.
It's up to us individuals to be discerning
Yeah.
and to walk the talk
Yes. Correct.
And to be prepared.
and to be prepared. Maraming salamat, Manang Auring.
Salamat rin.
A good start for the year of the pig.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, and kung hei fa choy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.